Hey, get Matthew. Get Matthew 25, where it speaks about the carcasses. They'll show the carcasses be. He's speaking about the hopeful elect being delivered. To get that wherever the carcasses be. Or somebody, if you reading for him, somebody else get it. You know what I'm talking about? You sure? Yeah, yeah.
And according to thy own heart hast thou done all these great things to make thy servant know them. 2 Samuel 7:21, for thy word's sake, and according to thy own heart hast thou done all these great things to make thy servant know them. Verse 22, wherefore thou art great, O Lord, power, for there is none like thee.
Hey, somebody get Jeremiah. Get Jeremiah, where it says that he's going to deliver us out of Egypt again. 16 and 14. Yeah, get Jeremiah 16 and 14.
It says, neither is there any power beside thee according to all that we have heard.
The best way to stay warm is to read and get active.
And what
Best way to stay warm.
The earth is like thy people, even like Israel, whom the Most High is to redeem for a people to himself,
16 and 14.
and to make him a name, and to do for you great things and terrible for thy land before thy people, which thou redeemest to thee from Egypt, from the nations and their gods.
Yeah. Yeah, read that again. That's spirit. Look, my head was hurting. My body, they see me. I couldn't even get up off the couch. But as soon as I stepped outside, now I'm woke. It's the spirit, man. I was fucked up, but now I'm up. Spirit.
Samuel 7:23, and what one nation in the earth is like thy people, even like Israel.
Yeah, because when you go into the Apocrypha, it says one pit, one people for himself, one lily, yeah, one dove. So the Israelites is a chosen nation. You know, it's special unto the Lord. And like I now said earlier, we didn't do nothing about, we didn't do nothing to do it. Second Ezra 6, it says before the earth was made, before this, before that, the Lord already had a purpose, a promise that Israel was gonna be on top. He says when the man, real quick, somebody get that Second Ezra 6 and read through it real quick, because this goes back to that. The Lord is finna deliver His chosen about of destruction. And that's what the Lord always did throughout the scriptures. Jacob get themselves in a situation, right? They'll go off, then the Lord will come and deliver them. He'll raise up a prophet after they repented. He'll raise a prophet to deliver them up out of a situation. They'll sin again, and now this is the last time it's gonna happen. This time for the hopeful elect, though. Yep. So this is the last time. The Lord been delivering us out of a lot of captivities. Well, this is the last captivity. God. Yep. What other nation that the Lord is still, has came for? What other nation out of the Bible, out of history, that the Lord has always had His back? It was the Israelites. You know? Go ahead. Somebody get the second Esdras. Hey, just speed read it. Start from verse 1.
It says, and he said unto me, in the beginning, when the earth was made, before the borders of the world stood, or ever the winds blew,
Right?
before thunder and lightning, or ever the foundation of paradise were laid, before the fair flowers were seen, or ever the movable powers were established,
Right.
before the innumerable multitude of angels.
Yeah, so it's before the creation. You know, before it was before Genesis 1:1, let there be light. You know, before the heading, before the beginning of all of this. Go ahead.
Or ever the heights of the air were lifted up, before the bedrooms of the firmament were named,
Right.
or ever the chimneys in Zion were hot,
Mm-hmm.
or ever the present years were sought out, and or ever the ambition of them that now sin will turn, before they were sealed that have gathered faith for a treasure.
Yep.
Then did I consider these things, and they were all made to be alone, and knew none other. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other.
Yep.
Then answered I and said, when shall be the parting asunder of times, or when shall the end of the first? When shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth?
Yeah, and that's why in Matthew the 24th chapter, the disciples asked Yahushua, when shall be the end of the world? So this is the same thing Ezra is asking. When is the beginning of, when is the end of the beginning of the end that followeth? So you finna give him the answer. Go ahead.
And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, Jacob and Esau was born of him. Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
There we go. See, that was already established in the beginning of Genesis in the 25th chapter, where Esau came out first, and the hand of Jacob grabbed on the heel of Esau, which is symbolic of what we're doing now. We're in that hand grabbing the heel moment. In the spiritual, that's when we're bringing down the foundation of our brother. Okay, that's the end of the world, and the Lord is gonna bring the nation of Israel on top because of a promise that was before written. You know. So now we're at the time of the end, and Esau is being revealed to be the devil, right? Which is what predominantly so-called white people, right? They're being revealed on that they're that they're our enemies. You know, that they took our nationality. All right, they oppose us against the Most High. The enemies, the enemy, an adversary against the Most High and his people. So now this devil is getting exposed. Like he's not white, he's not pure, he's not holy. He's the devil that the Bible speaks of. That's the end of the world, of him being exposed. This is the transition of power, okay, that the Lord set up. Yeah, somebody get Psalms 50 real quick at 21. And then we're going to the elect being delivered. I think it's 50 and 21. He was gonna set him up before thine eyes. God.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 50, verse 21, and it reads, "These things hast thou done, and I kept silence.
Right?
Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself."
So what is the thing that the devil has done? He's changed the audiences of the world. He puts wickedness to the open. Rape, rob, murder, homosexuality, Moism. You know, he changed the faces of the Most High, his Son, the angels, and his people. He put poison in the water system. You know, he's given the children of Israel witchcraft. All right, sorcery. Those are the things that he's done, and the Lord didn't do nothing to him. real quick, somebody get Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Yep, because he went too far. Ultimately, he has the children of Israel in captivity. Uh-huh.
Because sentence against evil work is not executed speedily.
Yeah, because it wasn't executed speedily, right? That goes directly to that Psalms 50. Go ahead. Yeah, so since now there's history where when this devil took the slaves before he brought them over here from the west coast of Africa to the Americas, he sent out one ship first just to see, because he knew who he was coming to take. When he went to the west coast of Africa to grab up the so-called Negroes, the West Indians, and the Jamaicans, the West Indians and the Haitians, which is Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. When he went and took them people, he knew that those was the southern kingdom. Those were the Lord's chosen. So what they did was they sent out one ship first to see if the Lord was going to judge them. He gathered up some slaves and sent them over here first as a test run to see if the Lord was going to do anything. And when the Lord didn't do anything, that's when he grabbed the bulk of the Israelites and brought them over here in 1619. All right. Go ahead. So the Lord didn't judge him off of that. So he brought the whole bulk over here and he raped, robbed, and murdered him ever since then all the way until now. Right? See, his day's been prolonged. As soon as he touched the apple of the Lord's eye, he could have got. You know? But the Lord set it up that way for this devil to get proud, and then he's going to take him up off his high horse. Somebody hold on deck, Romans, I believe it's Romans 11. Yeah, Romans 11. The end of Romans 11. It speaks about how the Lord did what he did to Pharaoh. He lifted him up so high just so he could bring him down. Go ahead, you got it. Right.
Surely I know that it shall be well with him that fear the Most High.
Yep. So the Lord gonna judge him after all this wickedness. He's gonna finally put that judgment on him. Okay, now go back to that Psalms 50.
Book of Psalms chapter 50 and verse 21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence.
Yep.
Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself.
Yep.
But I will reprove thee, and set them in order before thine eyes.
See, so he didn't think that the Israelites was gonna wake back up. So this is a part of the judgment of Esau, was what? Setting up the prophets in front of his eyes. See? Setting up the kingdom of Israel right in front of him. Because remember, it's a kingdom before it's a place. It's a people before it's a place. So the Lord is actually setting up the kingdom of heaven by the way of the prophets in front of Esau right now. When he's looking at these videos, he's seeing the kingdom of heaven being built up. It started with this low level. You got to think about that. Yeah. And he don't even know it though. He don't even know this is the temple in front of him. This is the beginning stages of those bricks coming together right now. You got to be able to visualize. It's going to start from these small sanctuaries being built up to the ultimate part of the Lord coming down and delivering us. And he's going to use us to establish the kingdom. That's a movie, man. That's a real live movie. About waking the men on the four corners of the earth to do this work in the snow, in the cold. Little do this devil know that these is going to be the rulers in the next world to come. Go ahead, whatever y'all got.
But it shall not be well with the wicked.
Yeah, it shall not be well with the wicked. Go ahead.
Neither shall be prolonged his days.
See? Because now his days is getting cut. Because it said he speeded up the days for the elect's sake. So His days was prolonged for a certain period of time, but now the Lord's speeding it up because the prophecy said.
Yeah, the Lord allowed them to get away with it for so long just to indict them.
Right.
Spiritual sin.
Right.
That's why I said in Revelation 18 chapter, it says reach unto heaven. The only way you reach unto
Perfect.
heaven is the Lord let you get away with it.
Yep. Because you have to have complainers. We're complaining to the Heavenly Father, so that's how it's reaching up to the heavens. Because the angels, they hearing the prayers, they hearing us moan and groan, and they're hearing us complain about this devil. So what they're doing is they're presenting the offering to the Lord, and He hearing us complain. Yeah. And somebody can get that. Whatever y'all call it, go ahead and get it. The quickest way to stay warm is to stay active. Go ahead.
So, back to verse 13. It says, "But shall not
Come on.
It says,
Go ahead.
But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are a shadow, as a shadow, because the finish not before the Lord."
Yeah. Yeah. Get Matthew, what I say, about the elect, the carcass. Yeah, and then this woman gets good in Romans. I said Romans, I think it's Romans 9, where it speaks about, yeah. The comments ain't popping up. Is it the settings? Oh. I know I can do that. But I don't know. I don't know how to get the comments on here, but go ahead. Y'all finish reading. I don't know.
And you want this back to 24?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, this is back to 24, 28. It says, For whatsoever the carcass is, there will the eagle be gathered together.
Well, read into it. Read into it.
It says, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened.
Read one more verse. Up one more verse.
Verse 27.
Chapter and verse.
Matthew 24 and 20. We start at 26. It says, Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, but not forth, behold.
Yeah, it's talking about the end time. Go ahead.
It says, He is in the secret chamber. Believe it not. It says, For as the light cometh out of the east and shineth even unto the west, so shall also come the Son of Man. For whatsoever the carcass is.
So so the chariots with Yahushai. Go ahead.
It says, For whatsoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered together.
Yeah, the eagles is what? What's the eagles? The chariots. Go ahead.
It says, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light. And the stars shall fall from heaven.
Yep, and the stars shall fall from heaven is what? The missiles. So when the missiles get here, the carcass is going to get delivered by the eagles, which is the chariot.
It says, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken.
Yep.
It says,
which is this earth. All right, because this is likened unto a heaven. This kingdom. Go ahead.
And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes.
Yeah, because the elites, they're gonna be afraid. Because remember in Revelation it spoke about how they're gonna try to run from the Lamb. So the powers of the earth shall be shaken. The elites. Go ahead.
It says, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth more.
Yep. Shake, because they're going to realize that the Lord, this is the Lord. The tribes of the earth that's going into the Israelites. So they're going to find out that, oh shit, this is the Lord is here. So they're going to be welling, man.
He says, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the cloud of heaven
Yep.
with power and great glory.
Hey, now, what was told unto the disciples, the same manner how he left, that's how he's going to return. By the way of the cloud. Yeah, why you staring? Yeah, why you staring? Yeah, why you gazing and staring? Yep. That's the angels told him. Because they know how the Lord gonna return. He gonna return back in a chariot to deliver the hopeful elect. That's why we've been seeing so many sightings. That's why Esau, going back into the Reagan administration, he began the Space Force to monitor the Israelites. I mean, to monitor the heavens. That was to monitor, to see when the chariots is gonna arrive. That's what the Space Force is about.
It says, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other.
Yep. So this is about the elect being delivered, the elect being caught up in the cloud. Those that kept the faith, you know. A miraculous type of movie, type of deliverance, man. The Lord always got to show out. He gonna show out for the Israelites, beginning with the elect. Wisdom of Solomon 5. Go ahead.
It's gonna be the climax of the movie.
Yeah.
This Romans 9:17 says, for the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose.
Well, you know what? Read it. Go start from verse 11 and read down into that.
Romans 9 and 11. It says, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil.
Yeah. Yep.
The purpose of the Most High, according to the elections, might stand.
Yeah. See, the Lord has an elect. Okay, for the children not being yet born, was talking about the Israelites, because we didn't do nothing for the Lord to deliver us. We didn't do nothing to be the part of the chosen seed, the chosen nation, or nothing. The Lord did that before everything began. Go ahead.
It says, not of works, but of him that called.
See?
It was said unto her, the elders shall serve the younger.
Now that goes into Genesis. See, prophecies out of Genesis hasn't even happened yet. You know, the elder serving the younger has not happened yet. That's a prophecy of the Israelites taking their big brother, right, Esau, into slavery, and that hasn't happened yet. Now we got a glimpse of it in the time of David. You know, when he had the garrisons about them, which the garrisons was what? They was in prison. All right, we had them in prison. We had them in captivity. But now, you know, they broke off under King Solomon. You know, I think under King Solomon, if I'm not mistaken. You know, but now we're gonna put them back into captivity forever. Go ahead. Well, for 1,000 years to be exact, and then they're gonna get visited, as Isaiah says. Go ahead.
It says, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Malachi.
What shall we say then?
So just like now, at that time they was quoting out of the quote unquote Old Testament. You know. So now what makes it more precious now in the time that we got the truth is because we got the old and the new. We got the treasures from the old and the new. And we're connecting the pieces to the puzzle. And without a shadow of reasonable doubt, all throughout the whole Bible, it speaks about the Israelites being delivered. It speaks about the Israelites being the chosen seed. Okay? It only got confused with plantation Christianity, with Roman Catholicism. You know, that's the only time period when the shit got confused, man. All right, that 501c3 charter doctrine, the other white meat doctrine. Go ahead.
It says, what shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? The Most High forbid. For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion.
Yep.
So then is it not of him that willeth? So then it is not of him that willeth,
Right.
nor of him that runneth, but the Most High, but of the Most High that showeth mercy. For the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
So that's what happened back in the ancient world when he delivered the children of Israel up out of Egypt. It was miraculous. All of the nations heard about it. So likewise in this matter, all of the nations is going to hear about the Israelites being delivered. You know? Yep. Because guess what? Now the other nations is going to be afar off watching the deliverance of Israel. And all the nations, once again, is going to be like, oh shit, the Lord delivered the Israelites. See? That's something that they ain't looking for. They ain't looking for that. That the Lord to deliver the Israelites again. And remember, the elites of all the other nations know that we are the Israelites. So when they say this, please, this bitch get destroyed, when they say this, when they see this place gets destroyed and they see UFOs everywhere, they're gonna know, oh shit, the Lord came and delivered the Israelites all over again. Get Jeremiah 16 and 14.
Brother had mentioned earlier, he said, when they all took part, he destroyed us.
Yeah.
They ain't taking no part.
Yep.
No part there.
And that, well, they still had parts. They still had parts. They ain't getting let off. We talk about Esau, but them bitches ain't getting let off.
This is Jeremiah 16 and 14. It says, therefore, behold, days come, said the Lord, and it shall no more be said, the Lord life that brought up the children of Israel.
The Lord liveth.
Egypt. It says, but the Most High liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
See? It's the land of the north. So the first one, there ain't gonna be no more said that the Lord delivered the children of Israel out of Egypt like he did 1,000 years ago. But the Lord liveth, he delivered the children out of the land of the north. And this is the land of the north. You know?
It says, and from all the lands, whither he had driven them.
Whether he had driven them. Which is the four corners of the earth. You know? Which is the four corners of the earth.
It says, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their father.
Yep.
Behold, I will send for many fishes, said the Lord, and they shall fish them.
And it began with this, the fishing. It began with us being those fishermen. Okay? The hook is the bait is the Bible. Okay? So when we out here fishing with bait, we're fishing for the hope of the elect with the Bible.
Will I send for many hunters?
Yep.
And they shall hunt them every mountain, every hill, and out of the whole rocks.
Yeah, the fish is gonna turn into hunters, and that's what we're gonna begin to take down the nations, man. We're gonna be able to go one by one into these countries, not one by one, but we're gonna be a power force. All right, we're gonna be supermen going to these various nations, taking them down, putting them into captivity. You know, get that. Well, you can hold that. Somebody else get how we're gonna rule the nations. It's one in Psalms. It's one in Psalms.
Verse 17 says, for my eyes are upon all their ways. They are not hid from my face, even is their iniquity hid from my eyes. You don't watch all things.
Yep.
You watch everything.
That's right.
You watch everything you just never do.
That's
The Lord basically would say, my eyes upon the sinful kingdom. That broke down to twofold, which the sinful kingdom is Israel.
yeah.
But the sinful kingdom really is America.
Yep. Now today now today is yeah, the sinful kingdom.
Yeah, but we do. We have.
Yeah, cause Moism is allowed here. You know, the Rainbow Crew. That's allowed here. That's allowed, and they can walk freely. You know.
Free will.
Yep. So-called do what thou wilt. That brings forth sin, wickedness. You know. Go ahead. Some of the nations.
Psalm 22, 28.
Go ahead, read it. Cause there's one where it says that we're gonna the feathers exchange.
No, that's not.
Go ahead.
Psalm 22, 28 says, for the kingdom is the Lord Yahweh's, and he is the governor among the nations.
Con. But it's one that says the feathers exchange. All right, you know what that said? The feathers exchange. It's in Psalms. Damn, I can't, man. Yeah. It's one of somebody get that. Yeah. You come closer. You come closer. Now, right? You can. No, we Israelites. Israelites, brother. We're not Muslims. Israelites. What it means, prince of the power. No, we got to prove it. I've heard of y'all before. Okay, I thought you ain't know that.
Exactly.
I got it. You're gonna die. That's why Jake gonna die.
What Jake did earlier.
That's okay.
Well, for edification.
Yeah, edification's sake.
Isaiah 66:15. It says, for behold, the Lord will come with fire, right, with his chariots like a whirlwind, right, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. So the Lord is going to come back and fight. Now, he ain't going to be talking.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He already marked. But he's going to.
Well, that was Matthew the 13th chapter. Satan came immediately, and so it took what was out of his mind. You know.
It says, for by fire, by his sword, the Lord plead with all flesh.
Yep.
So the Lord gonna slay many. He gonna plead with all flesh. Yep. Everybody gonna die. Except for the elect. And the multitude, 144,000. So it says, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
The slain of the Lord shall be many.
It says that they say,
That's gonna be everybody that's in Babylon at the time that the mist hit. Those that's on ground zero, those that's on the ground. Smell the rains. We're gonna close out in a minute because this getting there. Shit.
It says,
Yeah, so we just dropped. You felt it.
it says, they that sanctify.
I rock. Cut the car. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It says, it says, they that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the garden behind one tree, in the midst eating swine's flesh, they blood and pork, especially these old niggas. It says, and the abomination in the mouth shall be consumed together, says the Lord. It says, for I know their works and their thoughts, it shall come, that
Yep.
I will gather all nations in tongue, and they shall come to see my glory. Hey, the Lord, man, he's gonna come with a mighty glory, man. He's gonna come with his host of angels.
Yep.
All right?
And the nation's gonna see it because the Lord don't make it a spectacle, just like it was the fame and the shame
Yeah.
in front of the heathen. Don't make it glorious in their sight, and they gonna know that the Lord, it was the Lord that.
Oh, they gonna know. They gonna know.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna know.
This Revelation 1:7, it says, behold, he comes with clouds, and every eye shall see him.
Yep.
Every eye. I mean, every motherfucker that's on this earth gonna see the Lord return.
Yep.
It says, behold.
But how though? How everybody gonna see it? Because of the chariot. The chariot, the strength of our salvation.
It says, behold, he comes with clouds, every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. Those Roman soldiers in the fish, how he shot 2,000 persons back on earth.
Yep.
The first one.
Because they're gonna have to be somewhere in the Space Force or high class military. Yeah, you know. Yep. High ranking military, whoever they may be. And when the Lord come, they may be the first ones in the ship that gets destroyed by the Lord. You know? You don't know exactly, but you know.
It says, and they also
Ooh-wee.
which pierced him, all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him.
Mm-hmm.
Man, the Lord return, man. It ain't gonna be crazy.
Nope.
Matthew 10:34. It's Matthew 10:34. It say, think not that I have come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace but a sword.
That's it.
So when a so-called black man talks to me, man, he ain't finna talk to me. He finna come.
Yeah.
All right.
All the talking.
He walk
Yeah. Well, we doing the talking.
Yeah, we doing the talking.
We doing the talking. So after this, there ain't no more talking.
Yeah, I was shocked they talk 2,000 years ago. What makes you know?
Well, Isaiah 47 said he's not gonna meet you as a man. So he ain't finna come and play no fucking games.
It says, for I have come to set a man that bears against his father and his daughter and against her mother.
Yeah, those that believe in the truth and those that don't. That's it. It's gonna be a betwixt. What's happening right now is a betwixt is being made. Is the Lord's chosen is being separated from this from the world.
It says, his daughter-in-law is her mother-in-law, and a man's foe shall be they of his own household.
Yep. That's it. Somebody got something else? Did that songs come out with the chains and feathers?
This is Psalm
Ooh-wee.
149, and I'm starting at verse 5. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praise of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand,
Two-edged sword in their hand, which is judgment. Go ahead.
to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people,
That's literal.
Yeah, literal.
to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron.
See that fetters of iron is slavery. See? That's what's finna happen.
You say against that?
Shit.
To execute upon them the judgment written.
So when did this happen? What's the judgment that's written? You know? When did this happen? This ain't took place yet. This is a future prophecy. Go ahead.
This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua.
That's it. So we putting the nations into servitude, man. Get that out of if it ain't no more. Get that out of Revelation. he that should go into captivity. Go ahead, lawyer. You got it.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 60 and verse 14, and it reads, "The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee,
Woo!
and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet."
Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. That's the names of the Lord.
Yeah, all day, baby.
Yep, that's right.
And all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel.
Woo!
Whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency.
Woo! So we was belittled. We was hated. We was shamed. The Lord is gonna raise us up on a level of eternity. He gonna raise us up. Go ahead.
A joy of many generations. Thou shalt
See,
also,
a joy of many generations. You see? Many generations. We're going to be a delight. Not as these generations is of shit. This is the evil ass generation. If Babylon continue, we'll have the most fucked up generation after this.
I'm praying.
Everybody going to be gay. Shit. Everybody going to be fucked up.
I'm praying my children don't grow up in this place, man.
You know?
I don't want to see my daughter 15.
Shit. It's gonna be even harder for them. Damn, the demons and the witchcraft and the sorcery.
Well, the Lord said no matter where we go, He's gonna be a small sanctuary to us.
Yep.
Isaiah 60 and 16, thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shalt suck the breast of kings.
Yeah, so they're gonna be our nourishment. You know, they're gonna be our nutrition, which is what? Their substance. That's what I'm talking about. Their substance. Okay. Go
Thou
ahead.
shalt know that I am the Lord.
Yep.
That's like it. Thou shalt know that I, the Lord, am thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Yahweh.
That's right. Mighty one of Jacob. That's it. Go ahead. Got something?
It's Revelation 13 and 9. And it reads, "If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity."
So right now we're in captivity.
Mm-hmm.
So guess what? When the Lord comes back, then it's a way. 2/3, and I come to the truth. Bring us back to the kingdom. Hey, you talking about going to captivity?
Yep. It's righteous judgment. It's righteous judgment. It's balance. Shit. That's balance. You tore us down, and so in like manner, it's gonna happen to you.
One hand wash the other, two hands wash the face.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
They say must. So it's gonna happen. It has to happen. This is the way it has to be.
That's
You saw the lack when He shed the blood.
Yep.
He said, "Blood shall pursue thee."
Mm-hmm.
That's John the Revelator on the Isle of Patmos. He's seen that bitch.
Yep. He's seen it.
This thou hatest not blood, blood shall pursue thee.
Exactly. So this is it's only the judgment that's being read. This is the you know, in court we just reading off the judgment.
Like on Planet of the Apes, when one of the apes read I'm not looking at it again. It's quoting about he saw this
Yeah.
fuckers with the kids.
Yeah. Reading the judgments, man. We reading the judgments. And the judge, ultimate judge is Yahweh. You see?
Here's the patience and the faith of the saints.
Yeah.
Found guilty.
You guilty. Guilty as charged. So this is the faith and the patience of the saints. So this is the, you know, we got to suffer for a certain time period. This is the patience. This is those that really believe that this is going to happen, you know, they're going to wait for it. You know? Anybody got something else?
Alright, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Kakadash.
The honor to our apostle, Graham Millstone. Peace, salutation, to the elect, we want to choose the city. I was out to speak, above.
Abba.